Hello everybody. Today we're gonna be playing Baldur's Gate 3. Now this time we need to take a long rest, so I'm saving it here so that way we can come back to this scenario. Hopefully there'll be, because I tried to find someone to sell the gnomes to, or you know, like have them released, but we can't find anything, and I really don't want to take them all on right now as our health is pretty low. So we're gonna do a long rest really quick. Yeah.
Never wanted the easy path.
Nope. Nope.
Here we go.
Oh. No.
Always at your side.
Hey, soldier. You said you might try cooling me down. Any leads?
Yeah. Let me try something.
Yes! I'm...
What's next?
I'm gonna borrow your staff.
Let's move.
This is clever. Might even work. Come here. I'm dizzy. And you? Are you all right?
No permanent. No permanent damage, and absolutely worth it.
I hope that's true. Because I'm hoping for seconds, thirds, and fourths once we find a way to cool off this engine.
You know what? I miss the feeling of you already.
Gods, me too. That was... amazing. But it is what it is, isn't it? I may not be able to have any fun, but you're still free as a lark. You have your fun with the others till then. I don't mind sharing, if I must. But keep a piece left over for me, hmm?
Oh. You can... You know what? You can count on it.
I will then.
Right? So that leads me to...
What path lies before me? Already feeling better.
May the darkness protect you. Fine. What's on your mind?
What do you think what happened in the Druid Grove?
I suppose some would commend our actions. Goblins would have razed that whole place to nothing if it weren't for us. No excuse to rest on our laurels, though. We've still got our own problems to contend with. How are you holding up? Don't be so modest. I can't remember the last time I met someone like you.
I could deal with Will.
Well, hello. What can I do for you?
You know what? No, we're pretty much set.
Here goes nothing.
Auto select. Full rest.
It seems to be the perfect night to spend a little time together. Just you and I. Assuming you haven't changed your mind, of course.
You know what? Lead the way.
You made it. Come here. Sit with me.
So, do you think I wouldn't show?
Lots of people make promises. Few keep them. Well, to begin, I think a toast is in order. Any suggestions?
The victory.
Dominant, self-centered, savoring another's loss. I like it. To victory. Now tell me something about yourself. And no tadpoles, dragons, marauding goblins, or anything like that. Something about you.
You know what? Share a memory. Share a memory from growing up in Baldur's Gate.
Seems like you truly know the city. I never got to explore it to my liking. Don't stop now. Not just as things are getting interesting.
Your turn. I insist. I give a little, and it's only, it's only fair. Shit, I don't have a roll bonus. Yes. Here we go.
Don't laugh, but I'm not quite sure I have anything to share. When you worship Shard, secrecy is everything. We'll sacrifice our own memories when ordered to. A lot of the little things, they're lost to me right now.
You're wrong. You like night orchids and can't swim. You told me once.
I did. And you remembered. You're sweet. There's still plenty of wine, and the whole night is ahead of us. Nearly light. The others will be awake soon.
The others can wait. I don't want this to end just yet.
Another moment won't kill them, I suppose. Well, it might, but let's take that risk. Thank you for last night.
I hope there'll be more to come.
Me too.
She trails off. You read an invitation in her eyes.
You know, if you want something, I think you should take it.
That didn't hurt, did it?
No, far from it.
Good to know. For the future. Let's head back. If we must.
Yep.
All's well, I hope.
I wanted to talk to you about that night we spent together.
I was going to say the very same thing. As soon as I worked up my courage a little. I can't recall the last time I shared so much with someone. Maybe I never did before. It meant a lot to me. You mean a lot to me. And that was before the kiss.
Shoot, should I be a player and try and get more than one? That night meant a lot to me. I hope there's more to
I
come.
hope so too. Though I'm not sure what kind of courtship will be afforded, given all that we're facing. But if you want to see where this goes, I do as well.
You and we shared something special, I think, and I want to talk about it.
Very serious of you. But go ahead.
You know, I'm gonna be bold. Admit it, you've never had a relationship quite like this one, have you?
Even if I could remember, I'm not sure I'd tell you. I don't want your ego to get overinflated. Fine. What's on your mind?
And then, oh, Scratch. Here, boy.
The dog wags his tail, a small bag clenched between his teeth.
Extend a palm and wait expectantly. Okay. Yep. Got a +7.
He gives in and surrenders his find to you.
At him.
Scratch's tongue lolls out happily, his tail wagging even faster.
There we go. Received a bone. Where's the ball? Where's the ball? Who has the ball?
Attention!
Have a lot on my mind. And well, in it. Amicus animus. Very well. I need a quick word.
Hope you're keeping well, friend.
Nope, nope. That was about it. This dude.
My condition likes being ignored as little as I do. I must consume another artifact. And soon.
This stupid glitch.
Most unhelpful.
Fuck me. Well, worst comes to worst, we lose the mage. Him consuming artifacts is becoming a pain.
I need a moment for the two of us.
What's on your mind? Apart from finding me and Art, there's
Join
room
me.
for adventure.
Okay,
Over,
so...
then through.
Oh, so maybe there's like a limit of how many people can like talk to you.
What can I do for you?
Stand. Yeah.
Darling, I'm hurt. I thought... It sounds...
Yeah.
You'll have to speak slowly. With...
Alright, you. Give me... Oh,
Can't afford to stay idle.
nope. Nope. Oh, you... actually need something to... Wait, who has the...
What am I to do?
Yeah, you have those.
We're a long way from Waterdeep.
Yeah.
Good gods. It hardly has any effect. Oh, Mistra, have mercy on us all. Listen, I need to speak to you, to all of you. It would be unconscionable of me to remain silent.
Go on, you're among friends.
I might just be about to remedy that. You have to know who I was. You have to know who I really am. What I am is a walking shadow of the promise I once held. I'm what one might call a wizard prodigy, who from an early age could not only control the weave, but compose it, much like a musician or a poet. Such was my skill that it earned me the attention of the mother of magic herself, the Lady of Mysteries, the goddess Mistra. She revealed herself to me and she became my teacher. In time, she became my muse. And later, even my lover.
Are you telling me you made love to a goddess?
Oh, yes. We enjoyed each other's company. Body, mind, and soul. But even so, I desired more. You see, no matter how powerful a wizard we mortals can become, we never scratch more than the surface of the weave. Mystra keeps us in check. There are boundaries she doesn't let us cross. Yet, every time I was with her, I stood on the precipice, gazing into the wonders that lay beyond. I sought to cross her boundaries.
How exactly did you try to cross those boundaries?
I tried to convince her. I pouted. I pleaded. Swore my ambition was only to serve her better. She only smiled and told me to be contented. But inconceivable as it seems to me now, I shared a bed with a goddess, and yet I wasn't satisfied. So I sought to prove myself worthy to her instead. We come now to the crux of my folly. Shall I share the story behind it, or would you rather head straight to its sordid finale?
Let's listen. I'm intrigued. Tell me all.
Very well. Here goes. Once upon a very long time ago, a mighty lord lived in a tower. A flying tower, to be precise. I'll save his history for another time, but the gist of it is that he sought to usurp the goddess of magic so that he could become a god himself. He almost managed, but not quite, and his entire empire, Netheril, came crashing down around him as he turned to stone. The magic that was unleashed that day was phenomenal. Roiling like the prime chaos that outdates creation. Even the weave itself could not withstand the onslaught. It fractured, then shattered, and all magic was lost to the mortal realms, until the day Mystra returned. She restored the weave, reuniting all its scattered shards. Or so I thought. Until, in the course of my studies, I learned of a book. A Netherese tome in which a piece of the fractured weave had been sealed beyond her reach. What if, I thought, what if, after all this time, I could return this lost part of herself to the goddess?
So your grand plan was akin to empty. What was the answer to that question?
The answer was to try. And the outcome was to fail. I was certain that this deed of raw power, draped in romance, would convince Mystra to take me by the hand and welcome me into her hitherto forbidden domains. I was mistaken. I obtained the fabled book and took it into my study. As for what happened next... Here. Place your hand over my heart. Let me show you.
Okay.
You feel the tadpole quiver as you realize Gale is letting you into the dark. You see through Gale's eyes, staring down the corridors of a dread memory. A book bound and suddenly opened. Inside there are no pages, only a swirling mass of blackest weave that pounces. Its teeth, its claws, it's unstoppable as it digs through and becomes part of you. And gods, is it ever hungry.
How are you still alive?
Thankfully, the moment I absorbed the fragment wasn't enough to kill me outright. It was only the beginning. This Netherese blight, this orb, for lack of a better word, is balled up inside my chest. And it needs to be fed. As long as I absorb traces of the weave from potent enough sources, it remains quiet. Were it ever to fully destabilize, however.
Go on.
I will erupt. I don't know the exact magnitude of the eruption, but given my studies of Netherese magic, I'd say even a fragment as small as the one I carry, it'd level a city the size of Waterdeep.
Is there anything we can do?
We might chance upon a king's collection of magical artifacts around the corner. We might cross paths with a miracle round the bend. Then again, we might not. All of this, it must feel like a betrayal. Say the word, and we'll part ways.
You know what? We've come this far together, and we'll continue to come on.
That is a great relief. Oh, a great relief indeed. You truly are a soul that steals my own. From all my new rallied heart, I thank you. I thank you all. I understand if you stand against me. I'm humbled if you stand with me. Either way, I will do my best not to let you down. I stand at a precipice, but if you do not give up hope, neither shall I. I'll fight. I'll resist as long as I can. Now,
Yeah.
even I am tired of the sound of my own voice. Let us venture forth.
How about we don't? Oh, you're cool. For right now, you're good.
All right, what now?
Go ahead. I'm listening.
You know what? I was wondering about the money.
Yes. Karsus. Karsus was perhaps the most powerful wizard that ever lived. The child who would be a god, the elves called him. And he tried. With a spell of his own devising, he endeavored to usurp in one fell swoop the power of the goddess of magic. Mistral, she was called then. Imagine what it must have felt like to be a god. To know yourself, to be untouchable. To be mistaken. As Karsus aimed his spell at her, she began to unravel, and with her, the entire weave. Too late did he realize what he had unleashed. It would have been the end of everything had not Mistral sacrificed herself. The goddess of magic is all magic. By dying, the entire weave was lost, and the spell that challenged a god failed. It was the end of Mistral. The end of Karsus and the end of an entire civilization. As the child who would be a god was turned to stone, his empire came crashing down around him. The floating cities of Netheril were no more. An event that came to be known as Karsus's folly.
So, at that moment in time, all magic was gone?
For a spell. Mistral was reborn as Mistra. Upon her return, the weave returned with her. Now, so many centuries later, I try to follow in the footsteps of Karsus. Not to destroy Mistra, but to prove my love for her. Try to control only a fraction of the magic that was unleashed that fateful day. I merely sought to return one tiny diamond to an imperfect crown. Gale's folly, one might call it. History, repetition. It's the way things go.
If you ever feel the Netherese magic overtaking you, what will you do?
If it should ever come to that, if I ever know I am no longer able to stop it, I will do anything I can to ensure no one but me pays for my mistakes. I will find the remotest place on the surface of Faerun, or perhaps far below in the depths of the Underdark. I will await that death, alone. I promise I will not betray your trust. You kept me by your side despite the menace that I am. If worst comes to worst, I will be long gone before the curtain falls.
I need you to remain at camp for a while rather than on the road with me.
I question the wisdom of that decision, but so be it.
Perhaps we'll travel again later.
I'll be here in the meantime.
Okay, sweet.
I have something to ask.
The dog is unable to speak through the small bag he holds in his mouth.
What have you got there, Scratch?
I don't know. Maybe you can tell me. All I know is I thought of you when I saw it.
Aww. That is so sweet. He gave us a bone. Ooh. Such a good boy. Alright, let's get our thief back in.
Yes? Darling, I thought you'd never ask. Lead on.
Yeah, I need you my party.
At the
I
ready.
really can't not do that. We're gonna go speak with Shadowheart.
All's well, I hope.
Of course, unless something... Oh, I want to talk about the
I
night.
was going to say the very same thing. And that was before the kiss. I hope, but if you want to see where this goes, I do as well. Very serious of you, but go ahead. Even if I could remember, I'm not sure I'd tell you. I don't want your ego to get overinflated.
Okay, so we chose all the same answers as before. Next, we're gonna go and leave camp. Shit, did they go? There's literally no one here anymore. All right, well, let's go to the colony, show them the head, and hopefully we'll,
I'm coming along, just not fast enough. Any word on my people? Like I said, save my kin. Don't know. Longer than I'd like, but a slow...
Peacebringer, be at home.
I've brought you Nair's head.
The drow sought to shatter our circle. Now his flesh may feed its growth. In dealing death, you have brought this circle life, and thus we name you Life Chanter. As our circle grows, so shall your song. Wherever you go, only listen, and you may hear it.
T? No. Need to inspect? Oh, grant +2 bonus persuasion checks. Cool guys, thank you.
Fungus and mold glaze the servants. You see a frothing Dweger, axe drawn, crazed by bloodlust, bearing down on a young myconid. A frightened myconid circle conjures mildewed vines. They encircle and transform the Dweger. It now belongs to the circle. It will obey the sovereign.
Like, there's no one here now. Like, where did they all go?
Don't mind if I do. Open up.
Deep gnomes, killed under the yoke of slavers.
They deserve better than they got. May they rest in peace.
Yeah, that doesn't mean I'm gonna not loot them.
What's hiding here?
Yeah, hurry up.
Yes.
Oh, we could have poisoned them. Oh, maybe these guys know where everyone went to. I remember there being... They're not there, are they? The animals. Shit. Everyone just gone? Right? Mhm. And I think the rest of this day is gonna be just looting. I don't know where these fuckers went. Actually quite annoying because I did all that dialogue. Oh yeah, we're taking all these supplies, I'll tell you that much.
You know, I've been catching myself smiling more lately. I think that's your fault.
Oh. Well, you and I share something special, I think. I want to talk about it.
Very serious of you. But go ahead.
How are you faring?
It's strange. I've been dwelling on what I told you before about wanting to become a Dark Justicia. But perhaps I should be content with my lot. I'm already blessed to have you at my side, after all.
Aww.
Hey, you.
Oh shit. I also forgot to swap back.
Let's go.
Someone there?
No one stopped me yet.
Careful, I bite. A
Okay.
crooked touch.
Oh shit. Need of ownership. In possession of tunnels, open spaces, people, and contents of Underdark territories beneath the Western Heartlands. Oh shit. Maybe I was supposed to do that.
Let's hope for gold. There.
Jay. Oh, whoa.
A little souvenir.
Oh. Well, we tried, I guess. Damn. Well. Go back to the colony. We're gonna go back to the colony and we're gonna tell her. I'm like, there was no one there to free him. I would have to literally kill all of them.
Like I said, save my kid.
Yeah. That's kind of a my bad scenario.
The Myconid greets you with pure.
Seems the shroom. You see a fella on his own on your way in. Dwarf. Balin's his name.
Show me your wares. All right. All right, now her. Ooh, your weapon also deals 2 acid damage. Let's figure that one. Hail of Thorns, no. Actually, yep, that'll do.
Like I told you already, I'm waiting for that lummox Balin. The rest is my own business.
Find Balin. Alright.
Don't touch me.
Huh?
I've got a long road ahead. Moving ahead.
Let's go and find him then.
Stop! Stop! Bibberbang!
You recognize the name. Bibberbang, a mushroom that releases dangerous spores. Highly flammable.
This is quite a predicament you got yourself in.
I know that! Scroll! Escape! My bag, please! I've dropped it! Somewhere!
Hold tight. You know what? Hold up a scroll
Yes!
and step.
That's... Yes!
Scrolls through the... Oh, goodness gracious. Yes. Woo. That's a scroll, so I shouldn't really have that. I shouldn't really have that much of a problem with it.
Ah! Oh! I'm fine. I just have to... And then... Here! Yeah. God. I can finally breathe.
Something's on my mind.
Ah! Right, as... What were you saying?
What are you doing down here?
I was looking for... Deneth. She'll be worried sick. I must... need to go. For you. Your trouble. Ta.
Yeah, you're gonna... Oh, you're right there.
Where are you?
You idiot.
Balin. There you are. Did you bring the noble stock?
The what?
Noble stock? The mushroom?
I knew I was forgetting something.
What?
Sorry, love.
Absolutely worthless. Look at that. Got my useless old man back. I suppose that's your doing. His hands are empty as a whole. We'll have to send him back out soon enough.
Miracle he survived. You should take him home.
Please. Balin's got a job to do. We can leave when he's done it.
You know what? Now that that's settled, tell me what you're doing down here.
Collecting noble stock. Valuable mushroom. We've a shop in Boulder's Gate. The locals go mad for it.
What makes it so valuable?
Nearly nothing it can't cure. Blindness, poison, hair loss.
Oh.
You worthless.
Well, it wasn't a joyful reunion. Gareth has her husband back now.
Bibberbang. Of course, it was
Throw
Bibberbang.
attacks and make... Oh. Nothing I can
We'll be
use.
clearing out soon. You come across a noble stock mushroom about. You give it here. Gods know I've earned it.
Alright, let's go back down then. Let me guess, this is where... Save game.
Maybe I need more pockets.
Get out. Oh. Alright, so hopefully... I think we got... I think we got the mushroom they
70
need.
years of terror. For what?
We're gonna just bring it back real quick.
We'll be clearing out soon enough. You come across a noble stock mushroom about. You give it here. Gods
Alright.
know I've earned it.
You know what? Here, show her the noble stock.
Ah. To no surprise of mine, you're more competent than Balin. Go on then. Hand it over.
Give it to her.
Thanking you. I'll be on my way then. Look, I do thank you. Come visit me in Baldur's Gate if you find yourself that way. I run a shop called Bone Cloaks. Balin nearly sunk the shop to pay for a drink, when he was of his own mind. This might allow me to hang on a little longer. You take care out here.
Right. Map. Quest. Let's just check these off. And you know what? I think that's it for tonight.
Have I got everything then?
We might, next time, we're probably gonna go into the forge and create some stuff. So, until then, yeah, it's 4 in the morning where I am right now, so I'm gonna get off. And, well, I'll see you guys next time, whenever that may be. Have a wonderful afternoon, evening, night, and I'll catch y'all later. Bye, guys. Bye, guys.
Better wait.